Hi, I'm Abby Louise, and I have written some of the TT Productions audio dramas, namely the Eighth Doctor stuff and Before Vastra. I do some voice acting. I'm Jenny in Before Vastra and Charlotte in the Eighth Doctor Adventures. So TT Productions has been around for a year now, and it actually didn't start off as a audio drama group. We were originally a podcast group. Now, a lot of us, we all met on the app TikTok, and the podcasts that I originally started were interviews with other Doctor Who fans on TikTok. So that was the original premise, was me asking them, like the generic questions of like, who's your favourite Doctor, and what would you, if you had a TARDIS, where would you take it? Those generic questions. And then eventually we moved on to watch-alongs, where we would talk about classic Doctor Who episodes and modern Doctor Who episodes. We went all over the shop with those. But the first one of those we did was actually the first Doctor Who episode, The Empty Child. So myself, Lauren and Ben were on that original podcast. The thing I love about this lot is we're a team, and there's such a lovely bunch of people to work with, especially now we've kind of shifted our focus away from the podcasts and onto all these different audio dramas. It's just nice to be able to do something within, at the moment, within the Doctor Who community. We are slowly working towards audios which aren't Doctor Who related, so some of those will be coming out next year. But in our team there are 19 of us, and we all contribute in some way, shape or form. But it's not all just about the stuff that we produce on YouTube. We have known each other now for over a year, and like I said, we all met through TikTok, through cosplaying on TikTok, through doing role plays on TikTok, namely War on the Moon, Before Vastra, and Sparani, and the Pipverse. This is the thing, if you've only known of us through YouTube, all of this team have got stuff on the TikTok app, so make sure you go check those out. I'm sure I'll put our hashtags underneath, so you can try and find our embarrassing Doctor Who content over there as well. We all met through bad circumstances, because we all started chatting during lockdown, the beginning of last year. But something good came out of that, as well as the devastation that COVID has brought to the world. And I speak to these people daily. We all are an amazing team, and we're there through thick and thin, and friendship and the working side of it as well, the directing, the script reads, the acting, the writing, the audio editing, the music. And it's just nice to have a place to escape to. Because myself, not as Abby Louise, like the script writer, editor, amateur voice person, I'm a single mum to a 6-year-old, and this is another means of escape. And I thank myself daily that these people have come into my life and made it 10 times better, and I'm so much happier for it.
Hello, my name is James and I am a TT Productions member. I am the music maestro. Also, I am the creator of the Queer Doctor Who, and I obviously play the Queer Doctor. I play it very fabulously. I can remember it was obviously November time, and it's coming up to the anniversary. And I it was kind of at the sort of the beginnings of the rehearsing and the recordings of Deep Space, which is one of my stories. And just I think it was Abby, or I think there was a group kind of conscious decision to create a production, really. And I didn't know it at the time of how much I needed it and how much this type of friendship group has really helped me go through a lot. Last year was one of the most horrible years of my life, and I want to get rid of it, really. But to me, the one positive thing that came out of it was that I met these amazing, talented, wonderful darlings. And for me, they mean a lot to me. Obviously, for me, what I do is obviously I am the music producer or the music creator. And I've created multiple tracks. Some that have been brilliant, some that have been really sad, some that people have just like, oh my god, and it's really lovely just to hear that, because I didn't do music as GCSEs, or I can't really play a guitar or the violin. I mean, probably scare all the cats in the village, but for me, what's great about this production is that we have fun, and we don't sometimes take ourselves too seriously. Sometimes we do obviously run it as a very serious production, but we have fun with it. And I think that's it, for those who want to start a production, have an element of fun with it, especially when you're doing audios, or especially when you're doing photo shoots. Have that element of fun, because that really drives positivity and really drives for the best work. For me, what's so exciting about just being with these people is that they're like me, they're misfits, and we're creating stories that people are either too afraid of or people haven't heard of, and that's what's brilliant about it. And it's been a year. It's coming to a year of everything. I've known these people for over a year, maybe even more, and a little bit less, but even still, just the impact, the trips and the Zooms and just everything, it's been absolutely amazing, and I couldn't wish for anything more. I'm hoping next year is going to be bigger, better, badder. To me, this is my family. This is almost like my Spice World squad, and for me as a creator, I feel so passionate. I've never seen such passion in everyone's projects. And all I have to say is there is more to come. There is amazing content coming your way. And yes, I just want to thank every single one of them, because if it weren't for them, I wouldn't be here.
How did I join the T2 Rubians? Well, firstly, I was invited to one of the Zooms, in which I basically lost my shit because Abby invited me, and I was like, oh my god, so many awesome TikTokers in one Zoom, which was amazing. And then like a couple of Zooms went by, and one thing led to another, and suddenly I was invited in a chat that was like, oh my god. And that's basically how I became part of the TT Rubians. What do I do in the TT Rubians? I'm a companion in Matt, his future Doctor audio series, which is awesome because it's something I never thought I'd ever do because English not my first language. So that's very, very excited. I sometimes play a part in other audios as well, which I really enjoy because it's extremely fun to play different parts in different roles. So yeah, I really enjoy that. The thing I love the most about the TT Whovians is that even though we're all very different and we're all, like, when we meet up, it's a lot of big names together, and yet somehow we all work. Everyone respects one another, everyone is kind to one another, like, we all support each other. It's basically, we're like a family, and I really enjoy that. And the audios, they are amazing. Like, the stories, they are just like, they are awesome. Everyone is such a good writer. The stories, they are incredible. I'm extremely proud to be part of this group, to call myself a TT Whovian, and I hope that this will last for a long, long time because I am tremendously enjoying myself in making these audios.
So, the TT Whovians, what can I say about this group? They're absolutely rubbish. No, I'm joking. I love this group so much, and I'm so glad to call them my friends. And I remember the first time that I joined this group, it was a 1 a.m. call, and that was a long time ago. And I was so shy. I did not say hello to anybody. I wouldn't make eye contact. I was on my phone, probably editing a TikTok, something like that. And this group has brought me so much out of my shell. They really have, and I am so grateful for that. And now they have a very sarcastic, very weird Grace, and I'm sure they won't trade that for anything. Well, if you do, I'm not leaving, so. And I wouldn't trade this group for anything, or maybe £1 million, but we don't have that. See what I mean by humorous. And the London trip, that was a big highlight. That was just, some of us TT Whovians went to July, and that was amazing. Like, just meeting instantly, it was just like we knew each other just like that. Like, we knew each other so quickly, and it was just amazing. The photo shoots and just hanging out with each other, it's like, I can't describe it. I think everybody else knows what I'm on about, and it's just, I think we are family. I think we really are, and I'm honoured to be part of this group. I really am, and I won't trade it. And also, I'm honoured to be part of the Queer Doctor audio series. I'm honoured to be the companion. I really am, and just honoured to be part of that. But yes, honestly, I keep repeating myself because I don't know what to say because I'm getting emotional. But TT Whovians, I love you all.
Hi. So apparently it's 1 year since TT Productions, TT Whovians became a thing. We all joined from TikTok. I joined about a year ago. My handle over there is @DrMattWho, and as you may or may not have guessed, one of the characters I play is my OC Doctor, Future. I came across TT Productions, well, before it was TT Productions, through the lovely Abby of Traken. I saw her TikToks. The next thing I know, I'm being invited into a Zoom meeting and chatting to some of the guys there. Met Time Lady Tea Time Cosplay, or Lauren, Grace the 11th, James, and a few others. And slowly we became this family, for want of a better explanation. I am kind of now, because of them, a amateur voice actor. I have been very lucky to work on quite a few of the projects. From James's Queer Doctor series, I have voiced many characters in there, one of which is the delectable Professor Ian Melvin, which is one of my favourite characters. Because of that, we now have quite a few different audios of our own, all out on the YouTube channel, which I'm sure Abby will put a link to on this video. I've been lucky enough to do one of my other favourite characters, Strax, which, considering I am 6'4", Strax is not quite that high. So, yes, I do like voicing Mr. Strax, the rather tall potato in my case. And because of that, I've been lucky enough to work with both Abby and Lauren in Joe's Venus Flint. And also will be probably voicing in a few other audios coming up, depending on when this has been released. So I'm not going to give any spoilers away. Another thing that's kind of just happened after our big meetup in July is a friend of mine saw the meetup and saw that I did this future Doctor who has evolved slightly. He didn't have the waistcoat until recently. I now have my own series, and this is all because of the support, the love, and everybody at TT Productions. We are an amazing family. I've lost count how many people are part of this group now, but it is a really good group. I am so very grateful to every single one of them for letting me be part of this crazy little adventure. I think I'm the eldest statesman of the group, and it's just fun. It's so much fun doing stuff with these guys, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us as a group, as a company. So yeah, thank you from the bottom of my heart for welcoming me, and yeah, I don't quite know what else to say. Keep a lookout on the YouTube channel. There are lots of different audios out there at the moment. There is the exceptional Before Vastra series that Abby has written, which is to do with Jenny Flint and the Match Girls. There is also a few 8 and Charlie audios which are being done. There's also my series, Future Doctor. And James York has got the Queer Doctor series. And there will be more next year. Not just Doctor Who. So, yes, stay safe. And we'll see you soon.
Hi, my name's Lee Hurst, and I am a part of the TT Productions / TT Rubians, and I'm going to talk about us. I'm just going to talk about us. So, yeah, where to start? I was very much a part of it from the get-go. Abby came to me and asked me very early on in our friends group whether I'd be interested in doing some podcasts with Ben and herself and some other guests. And we used to talk about classic episodes of Doctor Who and break them down and talk about the acting and the writing and the directing and all of those interesting things that you just see on a film or a television production. And that was incredibly fun. It was brilliant, and I loved every single one, and the people we met through them. One of my really good friends at the moment, Gretchen, you know who you are. I kind of met her because I was doing a Sarah Jane podcast with Grace and herself as the guest, and we enjoyed her so much we kept her around. But everyone's incredibly kind and generous, and I literally love every single one of them and their creative talent. You've got Brandon, our sort of director of most things. Phenomenal director, very talented actor, but I don't want him to get too much of a big head, so, you know, I'm not going to big him up too much. But he's very talented. James, who writes the incredible music for most / all of the productions. We've got Abby and our other writers who are just powerhouses of just crazy writing. All of our really, really talented actors, who do include myself. All of you are so talented. I can't really begin to put into words what the TT Productions / TT Whovians mean to me. I enjoy every single time we record. I enjoy every time we listen to we premiere things together and we spend that quality time just being like, look what we did, look what we made. And we have fun making every single one of them. They mean the world to me. I was lucky enough to have a few of them at my engagement earlier this year, because they were so impactful in my life for the last year. It only seemed right to do a trip with them, and when we did that trip I felt so comfortable with who I was as a person around this group and who I was as a person around my partner, who is another friend of theirs, that I had to include them in such a big occasion in my life. These people are incredible, unique, brilliant people, and I quite literally love every single one of them. And even if we didn't do these production companies, I would still be saying this. And even if we didn't do any of these audios, I'd still be saying this. That's just like the extra cherry on top. I can't wait to see what we could do. I genuinely believe in every single person in this friends group and this company. And this is to them, guys. You guys mean the absolute world to me in ways that I can't express. I can't actually put it into words how much I love every single one of you. Oh, you make me a better person just through knowing you and challenging me, and I do. I love every single one of you, and I love everything we've done, and I can't wait to see what else we're gonna do. Just keep an eye out for the TT Whovians, or the TT, to keep an eye out for the TT Productions, taking over every single thing you listen to or watch or do. But no, considering it all started from a couple of people on TikTok to now this amazing friends group and this amazing future for writers and actors and directors and just everything. I'm just so flipping proud of every single one of them. And I love you guys.
Hi, my name's Daniel and I'm addicted to months. Wrong club. I'll put that away. Hi, I'm a TT Whovian, or whatever the name is, because I think we've changed it. I can't remember now. When did I join? I'm one of the newest. I can tell you that. I can't remember when I joined though. That's quite bad. Well, it was sometime in March, I think, because they were all discussing their first meet. And I can remember this because I couldn't go, unfortunately. I've only met one of them, Brandon. And yeah, so been here since March. They're okay, there's a few of them. They're wonderful people. The first time getting introduced was on a Zoom call, and if you know anything about our Zoom calls, they can get very hectic. But I love them all to pieces because they're not just friends, they are a family, and we have become very, very close, which I've never had friends this close before. And it's good to be able to talk to people and reach out to people. These are going to be friends for the rest of my life, I can know that, definitely. The best moment, or one of the funniest moments I can remember, is when we had another member join, but I didn't notice they joined. So what does everyone decide to do? Prank me and tell me that they'd been there the whole time. It was fun. And I can't wait to meet them all. Hopefully very, very soon, once our dates and times align up. I know they're meeting again soon, but unfortunately I still can't go to that one. I've definitely met the fewest, probably. But they are great, great people. And that now that we are making audios together over at TT Productions on YouTube, I think that's the name. If I butcher the name, I am sorry, don't shoot me. So far, a main character in Where Was a Local, I play Craig, along with Gretchen, who plays my American wife who's pregnant, Sarah. Who knows if we're going to come back. I also am some background roles in other productions that they've done. And it's very, very enjoyable. But they're definitely a great group to work with. And I am very, very privileged to call them my friends. I'm trying not to get emotional because I'm feeling it, and I said I wasn't going to. But they just were so welcoming, and if there's ever an issue, you know you can rely upon them to help and talk to you, and they'll always be that shoulder to cry on. For Christmas, we are doing a Secret Santa. I'm not going to say who mine is, but there's a very lot of thought. I can't English. There's a lot of thought process that had to go into mine, but it's going to be good, and I feel like we are going to create so many more memories together. And once we've all met, it's going to be 10 times even more better, and we're just going to keep developing that bond together. So, to all my fellow TTers, I love you, and thank you so much for allowing me to become part of this and to be your friend and welcoming me into such a great, great community that we have, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for us all. Happy 1 year. Happy 1 year anniversary. That's the right phrase. We'll go with that.
Hello, my name is Zach Rosenfeld, otherwise known on TikTok as ZachJR4422. And goodness gracious me. Has it really been 1 year already? It doesn't feel like it. It feels like it's been 50. Only joking, but I mean that in the best way. I feel like I've known these people all my life now. Anyway, I've been involved with TT Productions since the very beginning. Well, if we want to get technical, a bit before the beginning. Some of these people I had initially met over lockdown, like the wonderful Abby Louise and the wonderful Lauren Lee, otherwise known as Abby of Traken and Time Lady Tea Time Cosplay. Well, that feels like donkey's years ago now. Anyway, how to become TT Productions? One day we did a commentary on the story An Unearthly Child, which gradually devolved into a discussion on all of Doctor Who, but I would not have it any other way. Oh my goodness. So what do I do at TT Productions? Well, I supervise scripts, been producing a couple of scripts for many of the different ranges we do, as well as writing and co-writing some of them. For example, I co-wrote the wonderful Edge of Yesterday with the brilliant Abby, and soon enough, in March, we will begin work on a story called A Clockwork Menage, bringing back a certain classic monster that you might not have heard of. I also have been acting for TT Productions. For example, in the very first of our 8th Doctor range, I play the quite nasty character of Fen, who, to put it quite simply, is not a very nice man, but it's always fun to play those types of characters, am I right? As well as playing the captain in Edge of Yesterday, and in the brilliant, breathtaking range before Vastra, I play the illustrious DOS House owner, plus conspiracy crackpot known as Jim. Will he ever learn? That barmaid cannot be a vampire, can she? As well as playing quite an unpleasant fellow on a train, which was also quite fun to do. I've also been cosplaying many different characters on TikTok, most of which relating to Doctor Who. But I'm so happy I met all of these people. I cannot imagine my life without any of them. They are my family. All of us are a family. And I love them all very much. It might have been technically a year since we began, but it does feel like an eternity. But I mean it in the best possible ways, because I want to spend the rest of my lifetime with these guys. I love them all. And here's to many more wonderful years. See you around.
Hello, my name is David Bingham. I'm a writer and producer here at TT Productions. I got involved very early on at the formation of the group, and it started with just a group of us crazy Whovians getting together on Zoom calls led by Abby. And we just got started talking, and we started doing role plays, just creative stories of our own, fan stories of Doctor Who. And then it kind of progressed from there with an idea of starting audio productions. I've been involved with a few of the audio productions, whether it's been mostly acting. I am now producing my own Doctor Who fan series that involves my own OC Doctor, the Chronicle Doctor. And it's one of those things that I'm really looking forward to bringing out. The first one's coming out near Christmas. So with a few productions and that, it's been a lot of fun to develop skills in writing and acting. It's just been a fantastic experience working with this amazing group of people who are now more like family than just colleagues. And I met a very special person through this group. So being in this group has been a great privilege to be a part of, and I cannot wait to see the future of where TT Productions goes.
Once in a blue moon, there comes a fan group who come together because they like Doctor Who. But they have got such a creative drive behind them that it doesn't just become a bunch of mates getting around a microphone and putting on silly voices. You get a group who want to tell real stories and have these real adventures, and that's what the T2 Whovians are all about. In a nutshell, I mean, we'll talk, that's thumbnail. That's probably not doing them very good service at all. But my name is Matt, and I'm part of the TT Whovians. I've been in the fan production world, part of fandom really for the best part of 20 years. And groups like TT Whovians are so rare because not only do they run things so wonderfully, I mean, they get an idea, then there's a script, there's rehearsals, and they do actually try and get a polished product out. So there's that care and attention that I think might be lacking in other productions, and every single thing that they work on, they put the heart and soul into it, and it is just wonderful to be around such creative energy. And it's very inspiring too, because we'll be sitting there on Zoom and chatting, like we're chatting now, and it's wonderful to actually go away from that thinking, I've had a brilliant idea. What if we did this? What if we did that? What if we did that? And there's such wonderful support for people's ideas. You can have one idea, and rather than someone having a massive ego trip and saying, "No, I don't want to do that," they'll say, "That's brilliant. Let's go and do that," and then they'll add bits to it, and it sort of grows and develops. So there's a massive support, and the fact is there's a great deal of support for the TT Whovians interpersonally, because we're remarkably close friends. And I know that sounds like a bit of flannel, but because all the best of mates. No, seriously, we are absolutely wonderful friends, and we've spent time together. We've gone on little adventures together already, and I am so inordinately fond of them. And I really don't want to let this lot go. Really don't. Because they deserve all the love and support in the world. They really do. Every single one of them will back you up to the hilt, and every single one of them will support your ideas, and if there's something wrong, we can sort it out. And there's a great sense of camaraderie that I think hasn't existed in a fan group in a very, very long time. And this kind of takes me back to the old days of fan audios, where they start off as a group of mates, and then have this wonderful idea, and then go and do this wonderful thing, and then out comes this wonderful, whatever it is, a film, a piece of art, an audio, whatever. It doesn't really make a difference. The point is that what I love is the fact that we can all sort of get together, and there's this meeting of total lunacy, and out of it comes something utterly ridiculously wonderful. And it's hard to explain in 5 minutes flat why I adore these people so much. It's because they remind me of happier times in fandom. Times that I think that fandom really has been lacking of late. So they've kind of, in their own unique, brand new, beautiful way, they have literally brought back the good old days of Doctor Who fandom. And it's not a moment too soon, in my honest opinion. So to everyone in the TT Whovians, much love to you all.
I first joined the TT Whovians back in February. It started off quite interesting, as I didn't know them very well yet. A few weeks after I first spoke to them, I was asked to do a podcast because another person couldn't make it. Shortly after that, I was invited to do an episode discussion with them. I was quite new to podcasts and speaking the English language in general, as it is not my first language. Over time, I grew more comfortable with speaking and around my friends. I've never done professional voice work before, so I'm quite new to that too. But I am having a lot of fun, and I am so glad to have met so many amazing people who I now call my friends.
So, we're 1 year on from TT Productions starting, and I really can't believe it. A year ago we sat down, we watched An Unearthly Child, and then we ranted and raved about it and tried to stay on topic for an hour. We're now a year on from that, and I've done three audio dramas that are out. There's another few on the way with me in it, and I've gotten to do the impressions that people seem to enjoy so much. The audio quality of this isn't great, but that's because I recorded a video and then that didn't work. So I'm here celebrating TT Productions in a very short audio clip to remind everyone that, yeah, I'm still here and I'm still very proud of all the work we've done over the last year and all the amazing people I've gotten a chance to work with. You know, that there are so many great memories to think of when talking about the last year. My personal favourite is the script read for The Angels of Station 2964. The script read for that story was so much fun to do. Everyone on one Zoom call at the time, and it was just really lovely to sit down with everyone and go through this huge script that was a really big deal for us. You know, I'd never done the 8th Doctor for anything longer than maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Certainly never done it live for anyone else. And it was really lovely to just have a lot of fun with the entire cast. And the fact that I've not only gotten a chance to achieve the childhood dream of being the Doctor, but also gotten to write Doctor Who, 2 scripts that are coming very, very soon, is really amazing. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without TT Productions. And it's so lovely to think that it's been a year since we first started ranting and raving at each other. And I'm immensely proud of everything that we've achieved and everything everyone else has managed to achieve through this amazing group of people. You know, we've got so many amazing projects, and the fact is that it wouldn't have happened if we weren't all such good friends, if we didn't get along so well. I'm really struggling to put into words just how happy and proud I am of TT Productions. It really is an amazing part of my life, and I'm so happy to be recording something, sadly not a video like I'd intended, to celebrate 1 year of TT Productions. So here's to the next one.
Pretty hasn't had a chance to say her spill.
Hiya. Right. Okay. But emotional now, okay. I think I am the latest person to join, or one of the latest persons to join the TT Whovians. I don't even know what to say now. Whenever I was first contacted by Abby, I never knew what I was getting myself into, really. But whenever I met Abby and started to meet everybody, I was in a really, really dark spot in my life. Like, really down, like you can believe. And literally, I remember being drunk on a Zoom call with Yuns and being like, oh no, what have I got myself into? But I'm telling you this now, Yuns have made such a difference to my life. And I haven't even met any of you. Yuns have made such an impact to me and accepted me for who I am. I'm not good with people at all, but I honestly feel like even though I've known Yuns for a few months, it feels like I have known Yuns for like literally my entire life, and I never want to lose any Yuns because Yuns are such amazing people with incredible minds. Like Abby, your script writing, Matt, your fucking Strax acting, Lauren, your fucking amazing cosplays. Everybody's cosplays are great, and James, your music is phenomenal. And holy fuck, I never thought I would be able to join and be a part of this group of such intelligent, just like accepting, amazing individuals, and I am so happy and so privileged to be a part of this group, which is full of positivity and acceptance and just wow, yous are all incredible. Yous all need to realize this, how incredible each and every single one of yous are, because you make a difference. You've made a difference to my life. You've made a difference to many others. And honestly, I consider yous all as my best friends, my family. I can't wait for every Zoom call that we have, because yous are just all the best. Even Brandon, even though yous are all amazing, and I love yous from the bottom of my heart. Honestly, I do. So yous should all be proud of yourselves, and just know that yous are incredible.
Love you,
Every one
Chels.
of- I love you.
Love you all.
Chelsea.
Love you all.
Hi guys, so I've been told to do a video for the sort of year, I guess, anniversary of the TikTok Rubians, TT Productions, whatever the TT stands for. I've been told many different things, but for me, I guess it still stands for TikTok. This might get emotional, that's fun. I first met everyone here through taking my top off, which is a very different kind of thing to what I'm used to. No, it's not. Definitely not. Hence why I'm wearing my original scarf that I wore for it. You can do a lot of things with an 18-foot scarf. But last year was a hard time for me. I lost a lot of people, and my career, I thought, was basically over because of COVID and the pandemic. And the pandemic was hard. And when I was doing a show before, kids would say to me, "Oh, are you on TikTok?" I says, "No, I'm not 12." And then cut to 3 months later, like, "Hi, welcome to my TikTok." That was my life. And I started doing that as a bit of an outlet, just performance-wise, something fun. And then I started seeing these guys doing Doctor Who stuff, doing Big Finish stuff, which nobody ever did, as far as I was concerned. Nobody knew what Big Finish was, apart from me, and I thought I was very on my own in that. And it was interesting, and it was exciting. And then I ended up getting on a Zoom with them, and chatting to them, and becoming friends with them. And before I get on to everything we've done since, it's amazing to me that the pandemic was a time for a lot of people where the world was at its worst. But without it, I wouldn't have met some of the best people I ever met in my life. I wouldn't have met Abby, who has basically created an audio company with me. I wouldn't have met Lauren, who I've known for 10 million years, as far as we know. Well, that's what we feel like. I wouldn't have met people like Gretchen, Grace, Matt, and Dan, and I'm trying to run through everyone in my head, and James, and so many others. And if I didn't say your name, please don't hate me, as I'm trying to run through them all. There's a lot. Victoria and Tina, obviously. There we go. I think I hit them all, I think. But I wouldn't have met all those people if it hadn't been for the pandemic. And I just have to say thanks for bringing this strange Irish boy onto your journey that we created. As the world ripped itself apart, we came together and created something incredible, and I hope we go from strength to strength. So happy 1 year Tters, and here's to when we get our 50th anniversary.